I'm Alexandra Carter.
And I'm Dylan Austin, News Sense 5. A change is coming for some parents and kids in southeast Iowa.
Raising Them On Up and Raising Them Up Early Learning Center in Donaldson, Iowa have been the center of several complaints, even a death investigation, but soon they'll belong to the Fort Madison YMCA.
WGEM's Blake Salmon is back with more on the impact of this change. Blake?
Dylan and Alexandra, the Iowa Department of Human Services was in the process of revoking the license of Raising Them Up Early Learning Center in Donaldson following state investigations and the death of 4-month-old Jack Rowland. But YMCA officials say this will give the daycare a clean slate to start over. And parents in Donaldson say, oh, they couldn't be happier.
Love them to death. Good boys.
I'm gonna be 5.
Yeah, you're going to be 5, ain't you?
Andrew Hines says 2-year-old Abraham and 4-year-old Aaron are his world.
Having someone that I trust to take care of these kids is the most important thing to me because they are my world.
He says if it wasn't for Raising Them Up, he wouldn't know what to do.
The other closest place would be Fort Madison or Keokuk, and that's 15, 20 miles each way.
Officials say this is a good chance at a fresh start for 2 daycares, both of which have a troubling past. The center racked up a total of 15 Department of Human Services complaints in 2019, ranging from improper supervision to leaving children on a bus. DHS worked to revoke the license following those issues and the death of 4-month-old Jack Rowland, who suffocated in his sleep at the center in December of 2018. But YMCA Director Ryan Wilson says they're not letting the past stand in the way of the future.
To continue to offer childcare in that community is a huge deal for us.
Hines says it's music to his ears.
And it's just a relief that it's actually is going to stay open and someone is going to keep running it.
Now, Wilson says they'll begin operations March 30th. They'll say they'll keep the same staff for the first 90 days to make sure it's a smooth transition. They will then conduct interviews to see if they'll stay on permanently. Now, we did want to point out that most of the staff had already changed over after the previous incidents. Blake Salmon, WGEM News.
All right, Blake, thank you. Wilson says they'll keep the same rates, staff, and hours for the first 90 days to make sure it's a smooth transition. You can find our previous reporting on these issues at